The DBs and the defenses are so good that you can't just drive down the field slowly and methodically enough times in a game to win games in this conference.
Greetings, everyone. David Nuno here for the TexAgs Rewind on Friday, April 19th, 2024. I am joined by Cade Bickham behind the glass. Cade, it was a kind of an interesting morning for you because you had to do Nick Savage's job, and Nick was nowhere in sight because he's doing something. He's on assignment somewhere else.
Yeah, that's correct. I think he was doing something important, but I can't recall what it is. But I'm here. I'm locked in. A little bit dicey, but we figured it out. We didn't
know we were going to get on the air, guys. That's the truth. Like, a minute before the show, there was chaos. I've never seen this guy curse. Stressed. He did not feel good. This guy, Jackson Moss to my left, this is his last show with us. He is not going to prison. He's just going to summer school back home in the Metroplex. And you've been awesome, dude. I've really appreciated your style on the show. And Billy and I talked to you a minute ago, but wanted to make sure we talk to you a little bit here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been such a huge...
Is his mic on?
It is now.
All right, now you can speak.
Yeah, it's been such a huge privilege to work with you guys, and this is one of the more unique experiences I've ever had. And I don't know, I just gained so much experience, and whether it was working with you and learning more about my on-air personality, things I can work on, or working with Dalton upstairs on graphics, it's been a really beneficial experience, and I'm excited.
I believe the children are the future. If you treat them well.
I feel like I'm doing a post-game presser right now. But no.
Do you know where that line came from?
No.
Whitney Houston. All right. On the show today, your favorite part of the show was probably the baseball bunch. What? Tell me.
Yeah, I would say the baseball bunch. Once again, I have no shame in saying it. I think my real favorite part of the show is always the go hour.
The go hour?
I love OB.
Cade, your favorite part of the show was?
I mean, I would say my favorite part of the show, little Billy at the end talking some spring football.
Yeah.
A little low-key baseball preview.
Yeah,
nice stuff, yeah.
Yep, we always got to do Billy on the program. It's the Rewind. Thanks for watching. Check it out. Let's get into the 3 things we want to see this weekend. All right? I'm going to let you go first, buddy.
Well, I want to see more home runs from the Texas A&M baseball team.
Okay, more home runs.
Yeah, because home runs are fun.
Yep.
Especially when it's your guys hitting them.
And Ags dig the long ball.
Yeah. So I want to see I'm probably getting greedy here. I want to see a sweep of Alabama.
Oh, buddy, he's so greedy, so good, though. Keep talking to me,
Yeah, that's the way I am.
Yeah.
I have to get more. And
¿Y qué más?
See. And then the third thing I want to see, I want to see the spring game conclude with nobody getting as much as a hangnail. I want to see that spring. I don't care what else I see so much as I just want to see everybody get through healthy.
Right.
Because I think that's one of the things about spring football. I've seen guys get hurt in a spring game and lost. And I don't want to see that.
Well, I'm going to go through mine. Tell me how you feel about these.
Okay.
Thing number 1. I kind of want to see some havoc created by Nick Scorton. I'm not talking about sacks where people get hurt, obviously. I just want to see him and what I think I've seen in some drills. I want to see it in a real-time situation, semi-real time.
I would like to see how he plays the run.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows he can rush the passer. How does he do against the run?
I'm just excited about it. It's like a new toy. I want to see it.
Right.
Let's watch Nick Scorton do his thing. Here's the second thing I want to see, and it might be number 1 on the list, but this is the second thing. I want to see the Aggies win the series today. Series done. All right. If we get a sweep, but I'd like to be able to go to bed on Friday night
knowing that the
Aggies have won the series.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. Now, maybe they split, maybe they win both, but let's take care of the series tonight.
Yes, let's do.
So this Bama team, to me, they're no different than Mississippi State. They're no different, and I know Auburn has had. They've just been brutally down on their luck. Auburn has throughout the first half of SEC play, but it's going to be that kind of series where if you don't play well, you are going to lose. No questions asked.
Right. I watched Florida versus Vandy last night, and it was like, who are these guys at Vandy when they got to play at their home park? It's a significant difference for all those teams. Vandy that played at Bluebell looked nothing like the Vanderbilt I saw last night. It's just one of those things. These teams, they're at home. They get their crowd, whether it's full or not. They're going to be excited about the chance to back-to-back weekends play the number one team in the country. You know, they're coming off of that. They have it in their memory, short-term memory. Number one team came to our place and we won the series. So can they back that up? Well, that's the challenge because A&M is significantly better hitting the ball than Arkansas is at this point in time in the season. You know, and I think that if you get them down like they have gotten down in their losses, mainly on the road, you have a chance to win this series. Also, 2 games in one day, what does that do to your catcher? You know, that's a big change. Now, there may come another point in time, some future point in this season where you have to play 2 games in one day. This is going to help A&M on down the road to see how their guys react to 2 games in one day, especially being 2 9s and not 2 7s. And I think that, you know, if this team gets on them early in game 1, it also leads to the point where then they can start doubting themselves in game 2, where they have to go in for half an hour, 45 minutes, and try to right the ship a little bit. And does that play with the psyche of whoever loses this game?
That has the potential to be explosive, but I've been saying this the whole time. If you really look around this league, both this year and you look around the conference of what's made teams great and some of the receivers that A&M's faced on these teams that have won this league, the LSUs, the Alabamas, not that they've won the league, but teams like Ole Miss, not this year Tennessee, but the year before Tennessee, 22 Tennessee. The teams that have really, Georgia, when they finally figured it out, is when they started getting playmaking, and obviously Brock Bowers at tight end. Florida, their great year that A&M actually beat them when they had the tight end. They had Kadarius Toney and Pitts at tight end. Like, the DBs and the defenses are so good that you can't just drive down the field slowly and methodically enough times in a game to win games in this conference. You see what these playmakers do when the ball's in the air. I just don't think there's a path to win in this conference without true elite playmakers. Go look at when A&M beat Bama. What'd they do? Hell, even Damon Demas made a couple tough snags in that game, but A-Chain was the difference maker.
He was.
Jalen Weidemeyer played like he was a first-round pick, like at some point in his career people thought he had the potential to be. Isaiah Spiller had some incredible runs. Zach Calzada was a playmaker at quarterback in that game of the highest order for at least the first half when he was almost flawless. And then late, Aniyah Smith was a game changer in that game. So you got to have it. And if you look around the league at what certain teams are bringing back and you look at A&M, it's just not proven. It's just not proven. I'm really excited to watch this game today, the first game. And Tanner Jones, either way, he's going to be taking the bump in a pretty significant situation because either you're on the brink of losing a series or he can go on the mound today, a few hours from now, and have a performance like he did last weekend against Vandy, and A&M could win a series. They could wrap up a series in one day. Both teams have that opportunity. So it's tantalizing and it's frightening. Bama's I heard you guys this morning, we've been talking about it all week. That's a very good baseball team. Not only did they come in here and run rule you twice last year in what was a weird series, and to me it was kind of A&M at their low point, whereas right now A&M's going in at their high point, but Bama's at a high point too. Just the way the schedule worked out, that they get to go back-to-back number one. I agree with Brawny. I was thinking the exact same thing. Getting a crack at an 11 a.m. game versus that crowd at 6 o'clock on a Thursday night, what that would have been, might give you a slight advantage.
For the final time, maybe not the final time, but the final time in this 2024 school spring semester, tell the people what to do.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And can you do it in your Barry White voice that you did earlier?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
That you're whispering. I want a little bit more bass.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
That sounds like a creepy. Like,
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear it, so
All
I
right, try a high pitched version of it.
don't know. My voice gets high pitched.
Just try. Let's see.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
That's all I wanted. See you next time.
Oh man.